It's not there yet, you fucking
Shut up.
nutsack.
Shut up. I had an idea to start the video and I wanted to go with it.
Well, too late now.
Anyways, welcome back. More Superstars, more Trip playthrough. I'm gonna try to not be negative in this.
Welcome to the Spam Chaos Emerald Powers Sonic game.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that in particular, but
Well, yeah, it's less that is the problem and more that I find the game as just a standard Sonic platformer just simply not as fun as the other Sonic games.
and I don't blame the Emerald Powers because of that. I think they do their job well.
I think the Emerald
I think
Powers...
this game has different issues.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think the Emerald Powers are like this game's saving grace in a way. I think they're this game's saving grace in a lot of ways, but like otherwise, I just don't think the design is nearly as good as the other classics, at least. Probably better than, say, Sonic CD. In terms of level design, but
yeah,
that's
I can agree with that, but like
the Sonic
1,
CD
2,
is just,
or 3, I would rather play as far as levels go.
yeah.
So like at least with all of them, they have a coherent design and a vision.
Yeah, I would pretty much.
Even if in Sonic 1s it changes midway through.
Yeah, I would rather play like 30 variations on Sandopolis over pretty much any of the levels in this game.
I don't think I'd go that far, but
I love Sandopolis.
it's like if there are levels in this I want to replay at some point, like this one. I do like this one a fair bit. The pinball level.
I think, you know,
probably the Golden Capital, because that's grown on me more and more.
I think this game's stages, like Sonic games are no stranger to gimmicks in their stages. I think the classic games, like the original classic games, did a holy shit the frame rate. Holy shit, you lived.
I agree.
But I think the classic games in general did a better job at integrating the stage gimmicks into their particular environments
Well, you say
and
that,
design
but
better.
I think the difference is in 1 and 2, they're so mediocre and so loosely ended levels that you don't remember them. Or in Sonic 3 is where they actually had a stride going and semblance of cohesion with it. So like I'd say that only really applies to Sonic 3.
I would disagree.
But I'd say it's more on the level of Sonic 1 and 2, but more frequent than Sonic 1 and 2. So I think it's a little more egregious.
See, I disagree because the gimmicks in Sonic 1 are, there's lava platforming in the lava stage. There's fucking, you
I
have...
wouldn't call that a gimmick. I think I'm more thinking of stage obstacles, if that makes
What I'm
sense.
talking about is why are there all these just random treadmills all over the place in the snow level? Why are there random pinball gimmicks in the
it's a
Sky
factory.
Temple level?
Well, it's a factory.
Yeah, but the treadmills don't appear to be useful
They're
in any
conveyor
way.
belts. They're not treadmills, they're conveyor belts.
Yeah, but they don't appear to be useful in any way. Like, compare this to... Listen, compare this to, say, the frickin' chemical pools in Chemical Plant and Sonic Mania, where they feel like they're like really exaggerated, but they feel like they could be little like test labs for
I disagree.
Okay, well, okay then.
I think they're as out of place looking as any stage.
Okay,
in a
maybe
Sonic
maybe
game.
the treadmill's not a good example. The pinball gimmicks in the Sky Temple level. I don't think that really fits together cohesively.
It says cohesive Sonic Frontiers, and I like that game.
And the reasons I don't like Frontiers are its lack of cohesive elements. So, yeah. I can complain
You're
about
wrong.
it here too.
Stop personally attacking me. Fuck this channel. We're done.
Whatever.
Also, if you watch the conveyors as they fall off into the background, they
change color. I didn't notice
the base
that.
Conveyors.
Okay, so yeah, so I found that this boss, so I complained about it a lot in the Sonic playthrough. This boss, if you're any character but a character that can double jump, just spam the Emerald powers. But if you're like
you
Amy,
say that, but I still did just fine with Sonic.
yeah, and you used Emerald powers.
As you're supposed to. I don't see the problem.
The problem is if you're a fucking 10-year-old playing their first Sonic game and you don't have any of the fucking Emerald powers because you're shit, you're gonna die. You're gonna get stuck on this boss for the rest of your life.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm not a 10-year-old.
I'm just saying it's not necessarily good design.
Look. Leave Sonic Frontiers to the 10-year-olds, and the jaded fans can have this one.
I'm a jaded fan.
Yeah, and you get this. So have fun.
And I fucking
I'll
don't
take Sonic
like
Frontiers.
this. I don't like this game.
Yeah, and I take Sonic Frontiers because I'm a 10-year-old at heart. I don't see a problem with this.
Listen, my argument that the color powers, the Emerald powers in this game
I just dodged that.
are pretty much like a crutch in a lot of ways for this game's design, because it's sort of similar to me the like gems from 06, where they just break the game and make it infinitely more fun.
Yeah, but the game isn't designed for the gems. This is designed with the Emerald powers in mind.
It feels like it's, I don't know. It's hard for me to
The
describe
gems don't
what
even
I'm
feel
trying
like
to do.
they were supposed to be in the game when you use them. They just feel so weird and
Okay,
bizarre with
well,
the game.
we've
They're way more cohesive here.
we've compared the Emerald powers to the color powers from Sonic Colors a lot in this playthrough, and I think that game is fun when you're not actively using the color powers, and also when you are using the color powers. This game is sometimes fun when you're not using the color powers, but it's mostly not as fun unless you are using the Emerald powers constantly.
But like the Wisp are only limited, are pretty much a lot more limited in its game versus these, which you can use at any time, and I think that makes it different. Because they can control when you can and can't use Wisp to make it work for each level. And because you're not always guaranteed to have a Wisp, there's more focus placed on you not having Wisp. Versus this, where you're clearly intended to always have Emerald powers at some point. Outside of like the first couple levels, which are the most cohesive without Emeralds, because you literally can't have Emeralds. You know?
I mean, I don't know. It's just inconsistent with its own design, because I find a few of the stages in this game a lot of fun to play as like an actual standard classic Sonic stage. But then there's also a lot of stages where I'm just like, I'm just gonna burst through this and skip it because I don't feel like playing the actual level.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's
Also, slight
it's
pause.
sort of,
I like this song.
this
I
is
just had to say
this is the song I was talking about when I was like, this is the only classic sounding song in this game that actually sounds like it's using Genesis instruments.
Oh yeah, this could fit right in with a Genesis game.
Yeah.
Genesis game. That's one of the things I like about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad not every track is like this.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't have minded if they actually went whole hog with it.
Yeah,
because
but like,
you know, I don't
a track here and there with a more Genesis feel. Like for each of the character zones, each of the character acts had, you know, a Genesis song, I think would have been perfect.
or like Cyber Station, since that was like a whole retro sort of aesthetics vibe going on.
I don't like Cyber Station, so it's mute.
And Cyber Station definitely doesn't have any connection to cyberspace in Frontiers. So.
Well, yeah, this is in Eggman's computer.
Is Cyber Station Eggman's computer?
I don't know. I'm pretending it is because I can make a shadow reference.
Because I feel like it's more.
I just want to make a shadow reference. Shut up.
No, what I was gonna say is I feel like it's more advanced than his computers in Shadow the Hedgehog.
Well, I'm not gonna base it off of art style here. I'm going to assume that this is assuming that they would have looked the same between the two. And plus, Shadow's the ultimate life form and can break everything. So he clearly ignores the rules. Versus Cyber Station here, where they're way more forced. They're forced.
See, I say it's more advanced because Eggman's cyberspace in this game can transform Sonic and friends into various different things to challenge them more. In Shadow the Hedgehog,
weird ash tangents, but I'm glad they're still Sonic related.
They're fucking whatever.
All right, we're back
trying.
to this level. Fun fact: if you play this at higher speed while editing, this breaks your audio. I just thought I'd share that knowledge.
Nice. Good to know for when I do Superstars Plus. Yeah,
there will be no plus. There won't be a Sega.
I've never played Fantasy Zone, so the reference here was completely lost on me.
I didn't know this was a reference.
Yeah, no, this is like the Puyo Puyo thing from Mania, except this is Fantasy Zone.
I don't know Fantasy Zone.
I would say this is a little weaker than the Puyo Puyo thing, because at least the Puyo Puyo thing I could get done in 2 seconds.
But you see, this becomes a bullet hell, and that's the only reason I like this section.
You can play Fantasy Zone.
Or I play Nier Automata.
Is it Fantasy Zone? Yeah, it is Fantasy Zone. I don't know what I'm.
Or are you thinking, is it Comic Zone?
No, Comic Zone. Comic Zone was like a beat 'em up, I think.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever heard of Fantasy Zone.
It's one of Sega's arcade classics.
Oh, was it on Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection for the 360 PS3?
Oh,
if so, I might have it.
I have no clue. It might be. I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm to fish out my copy after this. Or someone in the comments to say it. Because I'll probably forget.
It's kind of odd that they chose the Sonic 3 and Knuckles Angel Island Zone Eggman thing for Trip here.
Because they didn't really have anything else, I guess.
I mean, I
figured they would have gone with like Fang's thing though.
Or if they should have made a more unique Eggmobile for this game and used that, because it would have fit the theme. Because all the other Eggmobiles are from all the characters' initial game that they came from. So Amy's is the CD one, Knuckles is the Sonic 3 one, Tails is the Sonic 2 one.
I got those, but
yeah.
I don't get this.
Yeah.
And I feel like it would have made more sense if it was like Fang's mobile.
This means Trip is secretly in Sonic 3. I feel like
they had the
3.
model created for this, didn't know where to put it, and just put it here.
Probably.
Would have been cool if it was like...
The fuck was that?
That was my, Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Thanks for calling attention to it. Now I can't cut it out. I wasn't going to anyway, so...
You
I have
don't
a speaker
edit.
hooked up to my monitor, and I forgot to turn it off.
Nice.
And there's no audio playing through it right now. I like this section. It's chill. You don't even have to do anything. You just kind of watch for the bullets and move out of the way.
Yeah, it's... There's actually somewhat of a strategy to make this go by a little faster. If you position Trip or whoever you're playing as slightly lower, the way the things are rotating, you have a slightly larger opening to hit the orbs on the inside.
But then I play this for less time, so why would I do that?
Because you play this for less time.
But it's bullet hell. I actually enjoyed this.
That part isn't hardly qualifies as a bullet hell.
Yeah, I'm still having fun.
I love my my snow levels in Sonic games. I gotta say, I was definitely slightly disappointed that you only got, like, we didn't really get a full snow level. We only got the Standard Act and the Tails Act, and then no
That's
standard
what Sonic
third act.
Advance is for. 2 very, very amazing snow levels across 2 games.
Yeah. I love Ice Mountain's theme so much.
That and Snow... No, it's something City. It might actually just be Ice City, I don't know.
I thought it was like, oh god, I don't fucking remember. How do I not remember a Sonic level name?
Also, this is another song that's grown on me recently.
Yeah, it's alright.
Some nice Final Zone music. I think I like it better than Act 2, but I don't remember Act 2.
Act 2 is just basically the same song, but with some like reverse sounding things going on.
I want Jin Sonoe to do a guitar playthrough of this. Of like every track in this game, actually.
Yes, you know what? Superstars Plus, give us the option to have like a fully instrumentalized soundtrack or the original soundtrack, which this game currently has.
I would take that so fast. That'd be awesome.
It's Ice Paradise from Advance 2.
Oh.
Okay. You were very wrong. Oh shit!
Ooh, I made it!
Fucking made it. Yeah, so I found that it's really beneficial as Trip in this stage to just spike to the ceiling and just stay on the ceiling for as long as possible.
Yeah.
Dude, I hate the caterpillar guys catch me off guard every time.
No, what's the worst is when they put them next to you at a respawn point.
Yeah. They're even worse.
And you have no rings.
They're even worse in the reverse act. Because
they are worse there.
Their bullets just appear with no warning.
Mm-hmm.
Go, Trip, go. Oh, shit.
I don't remember the controls.
You can hold right, yeah, and launch.
I figured it out. Shut up.
Okay, well. So I get trying to be helpful. I also just spam the slow-mo thing in the stage as much as possible.
Yeah, I mean, if I need it, I'll use it, but I didn't really need it there.
See, I just don't like getting hit every 2 seconds like you are doing. This game, you kind of can't avoid it in some of the stages, but I just really... Oh my... Ultra Instinct, but then it ran out.
I felt awesome.
No, go
that.
up there, it's worth it. Go up there, it's worth it.
There we go. Wee, but we got no rings.
You'll get rings. That's why coming up here was worth it.
Nope. Wee. Rings.
Oh.
Ring. Fuck.
Her bigger hitbox when you jump, getting you again. Oh my god.
I don't want to tempt fate again. Now we use the invincible power up.
No. You fool. Fuck.
Ow.
God damn it.
I made it.
It's always funny when these characters that have a unique jump ball, they also have the regular spinning jump animation for like the tubes.
The hitbox for the fire.
Well, that's also just her freaking fat ass jump hitbox screwing you over.
No, I'm not even still hitting the fire though.
When you jump, you are. Because her freaking ball is huge.
Yeah. I'm just gonna vibe to this music and the same notes played over and over again.
This song, it's decent, but it's not vibable.
Meh. I disagree.
Okay, what the I asked this last time, but seriously, what the fuck is that big-ass blue thing? Like that
That's the
blue
sun.
planet. That's the sun?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of unexplained lore for this game, so, you know.
Yes,
In a game that doesn't even tell you to bother to tell you what the final boss is, anything goes.
No, see, the final boss was totally
Shut up.
foreshadowed.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk
Listen,
about that when we get to that.
the final boss was totally foreshadowed because Eggman drew it on a napkin in an animation that was only posted on YouTube.
Actually, you see dragon drawings throughout this throughout the second act.
Not throughout, it's just kind of in one spot.
Well, you know what I'm talking about, though, so...
And he also shows the same drawing that he drew in that YouTube animation at the start of the game.
I don't think I ever watched all that YouTube animation, because I remember none of that.
It's really good. Attention. It's really fucking good. And yeah, you know what? Compare the animation of that to the animation for the cutscenes in this game, and you might get what I'm talking about when I say the style.
I'm sorry that there's less frames of animation. Ugh.
There's less frames, and the characters are less on model. That's just how it is. It was lower budget animation.
After watching Sonic X with you, I don't want to hear the term on model again.
It's fucking just the fact of the matter. This game was lower budget, or they spent less of the budget on the animation.
Oh, I agree with that, but like, I still like them. And you disliking them is a personal attack on me. We established this.
Never actually said I dislike them either.
Well, you keep complaining about them, therefore you dislike them, which is a personal attack on me.
I'm complaining about everything in this game because I don't like this fucking game. Oh my god. I'm raging to myself right now. As if I'm playing
Rage Against
the game.
The Machine, damn it. None of that.
Careful, it spawns you right over some fucking fire there. Oh, you're going too fast! Yeah, I keep seeing people play through these sections and like trying to speed through them and then being confused why they died. And it's because in this section the platforms spawn
sometimes
at a fixed rate.
These things are inconsistent.
Oh.
Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. You get glitches like these, they're not good. I don't care if I'm moving too fast. It should catch up with me. Also, free 5 rings. Thank you, game.
5. 5 rings.
Yeah, 5 rings. Only 5.
It only takes 5 to transform into Super Trip.
I'm sorry, I didn't learn what that extra digit was supposed to be. Is that what peasants use?
Peasants?
So, fun fact, you can't hurt that by touching it.
Oh my god. I hate this stupid game.
I hope I'm teaching you new things. Anyways, that was my first mistake.
I hardly ever get to beat Super Trip in this stage because I just keep getting hit.
It's funny you say that.
Oh boy.
Oh, I thought I was gonna get hit.
You know, this stage
I finished the stage. That's why. Okay.
This stage is one saving grace. There's no mid-act boss, or there's no Act 1 boss. Thank God.
Dun, dun, dun.
If this were even a minute longer, I think I would just rage quit at this video game on this last level. You know what? I did actually do that. I on my second playthrough, I've gotten to the final boss as Trip here, and I died like 3 times, and I'm like, you know what? Life's too short. I don't want to do this again.
Can't wait to get to that one. We have some things to discuss.
Okay, so good thing to note. Every time you hit a badnik,
why does that fall so fast on the reverse version? I've never understood that.
Because the platforms appear into existence really fast.
Yeah, but why has it disappeared? They never appeared in the first place. They were always there.
No, they appear from the bottom up. They
Eggman
do.
drawing.
Yeah. I don't.
Okay, I swear this did not happen with Sonic when I play this. Also, there's the dragon. For some reason, when you hit the back of those missiles,
It's because there's a little
of the stage,
fucking fire. Yeah, it's
yeah,
stupid.
they hurt you. That did not happen with Sonic though, so I'm so
No,
confused on why it happens so much here.
It does. It happen in both. Yeah.
Alright, I just made a mistake.
Fuck. No!
Yep, alright, no more Super Trip.
You know, this stage is a lot of fun when you get those 50 rings and you try to maintain Super for the entire stage, because there's just not a lot of rings in this stage. Huh?
That does sound like a challenge.
It is, because you get like 3 rings at a time, and they're like they're just not very often, and you gotta watch out for all the crushing hazards and everything going on, so...
See, stuff like that could have made the final boss, the true final boss, fun if it just wasn't so long.
Yeah. Oh shit, colors! I see these spinning hot bars, and I only think of the times they're used in Sonic Colors. Because it's such a weird thing to have in a Sonic game, I think.
It's almost like Sonic wasn't... Fuck!
Sonic was never good.
That's not what I was going at, but okay. Fuck!
Grab your
I swear this did not happen as much with Sonic.
It definitely did for me. Maybe you just got lucky.
Maybe we should rewatch the playthrough.
Yeah.
We'll re-commentate over it.
I
commentate over the commentary.
I can also firmly say I hate these stupid elevator things.
Oh yeah, they're bad.
These are just badly designed. They're not fun. The fire things?
Okay,
yeah.
If you're in the background or the foreground, you can still get hit by the fire, but you can't pick up rings.
Yeah.
If you're riding on this in general, you can't pick up rings. You can't pick up rings.
This
platform does nothing.
You know what? I bet it was Iizuka that was like, no, we shouldn't do the HD 2D hand-drawn classic Sonic game. We should make it 2.5D.
I don't think that was ever a plan. I think 2.5D was the plan from the start.
No, they said in interviews that they didn't toy around with it. It was an idea that was brought up as a possible option before they ultimately went with 2.5D.
As much as I would love HD hand-drawn sprites, this just makes more sense for what Sonic's done.
I disagree.
Okay.
I think the fact that we've been getting all these beautiful 2D animations over the years, a game that just looks like that would be really nice. And it would solve the problem of the whole, oh, the animation is a completely different fucking art style than the video game. Which is a thing with this game.
Maybe because I play Final Fantasy, I don't really notice it as much. That's like the poster child of the cutscenes look different from the game.
But less so with, like, Final Fantasy 13, the one you've been playing.
You haven't seen the CG cutscenes apparently.
Well, yeah, they're definitely higher fidelity.
And plus, I've been playing 7 and 9 too, all at the same time.
To me, that's just the same difference as like going from the CG cutscenes and like Unleashed to the gameplay.
Okay, I've been putting a lot of time into 7, and that's kind of where I'm mainly getting at here.
Well, yeah, 7, it's a completely different art style. And for Sonic at least, I think the HD 2D hand-drawn thing would just be really nice, whether they go with modern or classic or anything like that. I think Sonic's character design works extremely well in 2D. The whole side mouth.
I'm mad that Sonic Rush didn't have 2D sprites. This is, I think, where this all stems from.
No, I like Sonic Rush. How it is.
No, don't lie. We need to talk about this. We need to get this.
Dude, no,
you
it's
need to
perfect.
heal.
It's perfect because Sonic 4 uses that model for the original mobile release.
Oh, bad Nick bounce. Oh, bad Nick bounce.
Yeah, like I said, it's important to note, bouncing on an enemy restores your double jump.
All right, we're here. I have not heard this boss theme yet, so we'll get to hear it for a little bit.
For a little bit. That's foreshadowing.
I played this and all of the final section of the game with zero audio because I was pissed off.
Yeah, Crazy Armor here has been having some fucking terrible technical issues lately.
Oh, I wasn't pissed off because of that. I am pissed off because of that, but no, I was pissed. I just didn't want to play the game and listen to the sound effects because they were angering me. I'm that kind of guy. If I die to a boss a lot, I just shut off the game volume and listen to metal.
So
also, this boss music is good. All right, that concludes my first ever run through with this boss.
And now, time for something completely different.
So, for the next 10 minutes, all the way to the end of this, I had zero audio on the recording. So here's some Genesis music.
I don't remember this song emphasizing the bass track as much.
This may have been Act 2.
Okay.
There are some versions. There are version differences.
Okay. Yeah, because I was like, I hear the higher melody part in the background.
Enough about this. Let's talk about this boss.
No, it sucks. I hate it.
I like this boss.
Well, fuck you. You're wrong. It sucks.
It is long. I will give it that. If it was shorter, I think it would be a lot better.
It's better than his first boss.
I definitely think it's better than the fight against Eggman.
I don't know if I agree with that one.
It's a little less glitchy, you know. It just works all the way through. I actually was having a decent time learning the pattern with this, figuring out when I could hit him.
So you say less glitchy, and I need to ask you, did you ever have a time where he does the, like, spinning wall laser things, and one of them just falls through the floor?
No.
Okay, well, that happened to me. And if you know how to fight this boss, generally you want to stay close to him during this phase. But if you stay close to him, and he happens to release one of these walls at a very specific part in the track, it's always at the same part of the track, but I could never figure out which part of the track it was. I think it was down in, like, the valley area of the frickin' thing. But if he drops one of those in that, like, very specific spot, it will not bounce off the ground and stay above it. It'll just clip through and fall straight on top of you. Most of my
I never had that happen once.
Most of my deaths to this boss were to that. And I hate it. Like right here, if it clips through the floor, it would just fall straight on top of you and you would die, and you would have no recourse.
Yeah, no, I never had that, but yeah, I will admit, I thought this was a decent challenge. Again, it does go on for too long. We're gonna be here for 10 minutes.
Yes.
Fair warning.
How long did it take you?
That's ridiculous.
How many attempts did you cut out? Is my question.
I think I was on this for like an hour and a half.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I won't blame how long it took me to beat him as a factor in liking or disliking him.
I will.
But, I play Dark Souls, so it took me 2 months to beat Ornstein and Smough, so this is nothing.
Nothing in Elden Ring has held me up as long as this boss has. So, and you know what? In Elden Ring, it wasn't a matter of, I don't know, like, even when I fail in, like, Elden Ring, or I just beat Lords of the Fallen, even in Lords of the Fallen, when I'm failing in that, it feels less like a pain in the ass. It's more like, I feel like I learned something new every single time. In this, I pretty much had the pattern down, and I was just dying to stupid, dumb shit that I didn't know would happen because I didn't get that far into the boss yet, or like I got killed by that glitch I was talking about. So I was just
didn't really
frustrated.
have anything like that.
Man, this
See,
just
for me, it was just not supposed to. I just like the song.
Yeah.
No, for me, it was just a matter of endurance and executing everything perfectly enough, and that's something I do like a lot in boss fights. So, it was a factor I enjoyed. I love the design of this. It looks great.
I love the Fang mecha. Yeah, he looks cool.
He's got a little bit of Gundam in its design.
He's got very Mega
this
Man.
phase, I like this phase a lot. I think this is really cool. I won't show it off here because this is a successful run, but if you get hit by those corks, you get launched into the screen and it cracks, and it's hilarious. I can't be mad at that. If you get hit by those webs, they will trap you and you're basically guaranteed to die. So do watch out.
You can mash out.
They're easy and fun to dodge, if I will say. So
you can mash out, but I also found that when I was trying to get really precise with it, Trip's extended hitbox on her jump got me caught in the web sometimes, and that was just pissing me off with this.
Yeah, because the track loops, you gotta be careful with your speed or you'll run right back into the webs. So that's one of the things I like about this, is there's a lot of attacks that kind of, you don't have to run at full, you don't want to run at full speed the whole way through. So you kind of have to match your speed to what you need. And I like that a lot for a runner style boss like this. I thought it was a nice fit.
I just really wish it wasn't, like, if they changed the corks here to not be an instant kill thing, I think I'd probably like this boss.
I only died to the corks like once or twice.
Well, so. Good for you. I died to them several times. Like I said, I kept getting fucking.
I think the thing that was giving me the most trouble was during the first phase when he would launch through the ground. I would like jump to attack him, miss, and then fall to my death. That was like the one time I got infuriated.
Yeah, that.
Otherwise, all of this is mainly an endurance run, and I didn't mind it as much.
Yeah, you're jumping early on those, making me fucking nervous.
I know what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, then like this happened where he started firing more of the corks, and I had looped around to the other side where the webs were, and
yeah,
I got.
That's why you gotta maintain. That's why you gotta control your speed, or you're fucked.
See, this is like a big looping track, but it doesn't feel like it is because it's actually still just on a 2D plane.
It moves quicker than you think it would. I will say that.
It's just 3 hills, 2 big hills and 1 small hill. That's it. Like,
yeah, when you're running through this, just tap the D-pad, give yourself enough acceleration to dodge it. And then same thing when you're making the webs. Don't run at full speed along those, and you can keep them all connected and have more track to run through. Is what I would recommend. If you hit those guys, the other ones disappear, so you don't have to worry about them. But if you are worried, just roll, and none of them can hit you because it's just splats.
Oh, it didn't fucking hit him. This part can
be kind of annoying.
Fuck.
Especially if you miss. But it's not too bad. As long as you have a ring, you're guaranteed to be fine there. This part you gotta be careful on, of course. But again, this boss is mainly an endurance run. And I didn't feel as luck-based or RNG-based as the first Eggman.
Holy shit, why you risked that so much?
Where I felt like I was just getting hit by dumb glitches there, especially when he...
Oh my god, you are so fucking
This is my first
lucky.
time seeing this phase. I had no idea how to react.
Yeah, and you're so lucky. The time that I first saw that phase, I just ran to the side and died instantly. Like...
Dude, I almost hit that web. Holy shit.
I don't need Sonic bosses to have fucking...
I almost hit that one too.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't get caught in that one, to be honest. But I do not need Sonic bosses to have instant kill moves, unless it's like a Crusher boss. You know?
Again, I don't mind it as much here, because I think they're all relatively easy to dodge.
Yeah, except on your first time round, where you'll basically just be guaranteed to die. So you basically on your first run, it's just a waste of time.
I don't view it as much of a problem, I guess.
I'm not gonna replay this because I hate it.
Well, I'm sorry that you don't going to replay it, but or you aren't going to replay it, but other people are, and they like it.
You like it. You're the only person I've ever heard that's like this boss.
I'm sorry. I don't think it's perfect. Again, it's too long, and it needs better conveyance on things.
Okay, also, I want to say something. You know what? I probably did only die to the Quarks like 3 times, but guess what? That's freaking 10 minutes into the fucking boss. And you have to do the whole thing again.
I find it way more egregious in the supersonic battle.
Well, yeah, the supersonic battle also sucks.
But that's because I only ever died at the end. And that was already 10 minutes in.
Yeah. Once I started getting good at this Fang boss, after like, an hour of attempting already, I was dying at the end of it. And
I just want to say this song kind of fits really well here in terms of time.
Yeah, I appreciate the inclusion of this. Sonic 3 is better.
Unfortunately, though, the cutscene ends really fast, so we're gonna sit here and look at our logo for a bit.
We do that at the end of parts anyways.
Yeah, but we don't see it. The viewers do, because we edited it afterwards. But now we get to see it.
Don't fucking tell them that. Ruining the illusion. Ruining the illusion.
Well, screw you, viewers. I'm fine. I don't care.
Now we can't say.
I'm not watching this in full screen. It's windowed. That's fake too. I'm not recording my screen. I'm editing the part in and putting in our voice file, so that's fake too. There.
Now we can't. Now we can't pull a brain scratch and be all like, "How about that Crazy Jelly Commentaries logo at the end of the parts?" When they're going too long.
Well, now we can, because there it is for us to see, and the only time you'll ever get to see it.
The illusion's broken.